She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Rowe.
The boys. Welcome to the podcast of the boys, starring by Alejandro Bogarin, José Nereo, Esteban Gaxiola, and your host, Ruben Alvarez. And
Yeah.
hi, yeah. And hi, welcome guys to the boys to another episode. So now our team is Bachata, and we're gonna start talking with Bogarin. Yeah, and what was your investigation about Bachata?
Okay, so actually, bachata, it is a dancehall musical genre from the Dominican Republic within what is called urban folklore. It is considered as a derivative of the rhythmic bolero, influenced by other styles such as Cuban son and merengue. In the performance of the traditional bachata, the bolero maracas were replaced by the guira, the virtuous and free performance of the bongo typical of the Cuban son was assumed, and guitars in the style of Latin American trios popular in Mexico, Cuba, and Puerto Rico were incorporated. At first, this crude form of interpretation was known as guitar bolero. The bachata arose in the urban marginality of the bars and brothels of Santo Domingo during the 1960s and early 1970s. Disdained as poor class music, it was known as Amharic music. This concept referred to the state of melancholy caused by a heartbreak, always reflected in the theme of his compositions. Its diffusion during those years was limited to few situations since it was considered vulgar music. Massive interest in rhythm arose from the 80s, with the importance that rhythm reached in the media, reaching people of all social classes. The song Pena by Luis Segura was one of the great hits of the moment.
Oh man, what an investigation. So anyone wants to give an opinion?
Yeah, I think that it's important to mark the first bachata authors. And I found that among the first bachata performers is a man called José Manuel Calderón, with important songs that have gone in the history of the most danceable music, like Borracho de Amor, Luna, Serpiente Humana, and others. Calderón will be joined by other important names like Leonardo Paniagua, Rafael Encarnación, Bernardo Ortiz, Inocencio Cruz, and some more. And between the end of the 80s and the beginnings of the 90s, the first songs by Juan Luis Guerra appeared. His work, Bachata Rosa, quickly reached the top sales positions in the Dominican Republic, spreading rapidly to other countries like Mexico, Colombia, the United States, Spain, Ecuador, the Netherlands, and many others. And there is a special mention to the Teenagers group, created in 1994, whose name will be changed to a better known one, Aventura. His 22 album, We Broke the Rules, with its hit song, Obsesión, was a record sales throughout the world, becoming an ambassador of the Bachata internationally. This band, Aventura, set the path to follow for many other groups and artists, who were aware of the projection that Bachata could have on the dance floors and halls.
Man,
So, yeah.
what a start of the bachata and all these outros, man. You know, man.
Yeah. So what do you think, Ruben, host?
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's like so interesting cause I'm a borracho de amor and I like it, man. It's Dominica, Venezuela, mi hermano.
So what?
But yeah. But you can see, well, there's another style like in República Dominicana start all this like evolution of the bachata. As we have seen and have shown in other posts, bachata is a characteristic couple dance due to lateral hip movements. But bachata is a magnificent dance that has been receiving different influences and has caused that little by little it has also evolved. Currently, of the dance floors, we have seen different ways of dancing the bachata that we quickly name them below. Dominican bachata. As we can deduce from its name, it's an original style. It also call it original bachata. The steps are usually free, performing from side to side, and without twist. Yeah, man, in more open or more closed positions. Traditional bachata. It's original in the United States and Europe, and it's the style that is most danced in the world. Man, like Romeo Santos and that bachata, and we dance bachata with very romantic understood twists, draws, visuals, and hip jump on beats 4 and 8. Sensual bachata, that is my favorite because if bailamos bachata, tirin, tirin, tirin.
Yeah.
But sensual bachata is the evolution of the traditional one, with more importance to the corporal expression and the variety of moments. Short distances are usually used and the musical sensation with sauce, with hip heights and heights in dry hits. The most important thing is the contact and the corporal expression between the pair more than the turns of the footwork. And man, I have these styles, but I don't like too much the new bachata. But what can you tell me about Esteban?
Well, bachata it has always been like a really good like music theme in order to dance and do couple dances with your, let's say, romantic partner. But when I have an actual experience, because when I was in prep school and when I was in junior high, I went to these like bachata classes, and they told us like they sometimes they shows us like the love between the two people that are dancing, in the case of, for example, the sensual or like the traditional bachata. So it's always like a cool rhythm to do it. Like it's really good, and more because in nowadays in modern bachata, which is the current bachata that has been introducing different style, such as crosses, that it's called a cross, and it's also execution of the feet in all steps 1, 2, 3, and 4 instead of only 4 and 8. This one is urban or street bachata also, which is a combination of typical bachata movements and others such as street dance and hip hop, which is idles in all directions and not just sideways as the traditional bachata. Also, another really interesting bachata, it could be the bachata tango, which is the variation of a modern bachata combined with tango and its sensuality. Kicks, falls, and spectacular turns are started and given a harmonized and romantic dance in order to give a pause and a new feeling to this type of bachata. The good and beautiful thing about dancing is that each one, with what he learns, forges his own style. It is very possible that the people say bachata is the only one, but the reality is that when you see these previous trends dance, you do appreciate the differences. The normal or like the most common instruments in bachata could be the guitar, the guira, the electric bass, the bongo, conga, saxophone, and timpani, which in a whole gives like really, really good harmonized rhythm, don't you think?
Uh,
Yeah, it's amazing how many instruments are used in bachata. I'm gonna, search for that timpani thing when the podcast is over.
Man, I don't know. I like guitars, electric bass. Man, you can make also rock with that stuff. Man, I love
Yeah.
the music.
Yeah, man, I'm a man of saxophone, man. Really.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, I'm more like a guitar, but yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Yes, it's nice.
So, Ruben,
yeah, man. So I like to talk with you guys and see you the next week with the boys. See ya
yeah.
next. Yeah, man.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Put me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Rowe.